The thing with the knife, to me, it's really fluid. It's almost like a dance. The knife is a collaborator of sorts because it can only really do so much, and it has a will of its own as it finds the easiest pathway through the paper. I can kind of try to fine-tune it, but ultimately it's kind of has its own character. Well, I didn't really start off thinking I was going to become a paper cutter, you know, and so I made this paper cut, and that's in my book, Apple. And it's the first paper cut I made with a knife. At that moment, it was just like, it just made, like everything made sense to me as I was cutting it. It was this moment of intense peace and harmony. And I always say it's when my neurons, my brain just like became parallel and like hummed. And it was just a piece of black paper and an X-Acto knife. You know, and every day it's just the black paper and the knife and what will come out of it. I'm usually excited to begin because, especially for May the Stars Strip Down, I agreed to do it, and 4 years later I had the moment to do it. So it had been kind of simmering deep in me. And the song, I'd been listening to the song, so it had become part of my, I don't know, just being.
May the stars drip down in light on you, and you close your eyes to see the moon.
And so I start drawing little tiny, like 1x2 spreads of a book, and drawing it out and figuring out how I want images. I went through lots of different ideas. Though this one, I have to say, went pretty easy. I drew it out, and my editor really, she loved it. There wasn't a lot of changing of images. I give myself about a week to make each picture. And that's mostly out of procrastination, but also that impatient side of me. I just want to see it done. My work is it's autobiographical. It's based on me and my experiences. It's my body, it's my hands, it's my feet. It's my family's bodies, hands, and feet. It's what I have to work with. And I ultimately am making these pictures for me and for my kid, really. So it's kind of selfish, but it's also very convenient and maybe a little bit lazy because I have my kid just around and I have all this archive of photos to work from. It's been a record of my life, and it has created a sense of a family album. You know, growing up, like, you remember yourself through these photographs in a way, your childhood, but there's those memories of that snake that the cat brought that was dead on the back door, or the baby spiders that you touched and they all went psh. There's no photograph of that, but you have that in your memory. So those are the types of things I'm trying to capture, is those moments.